Hello.
Hey Connor.
Hey Joe, how you doing? Happy Thursday.
Good. How are you? What was that?
Doing well, doing well.
Okay.
How about me?
A little connection. Okay. All right. Well, Connor is getting connected here. We are doing quesadillas with Connor.cooks. He's a millennial dad that cooks all this great family-friendly food that has to please the whole family, so they're all taste tested, approved. Okay, he'll be coming back shortly. But this is going to be a very simple recipe to save you when you don't know what to cook in these times of quarantine and you want to. Okay, let's get him back in here. Oops. Okay, I'm trying to click it. Okay, Instagram. All right. Oh, okay. Now it looks like we are getting Connor in the mix once again. Hopefully we'll have some better success here. Okay.
Right. We did it.
No
Always a
problem.
challenge.
We're here. Okay.
All right. Great.
Okay. I was just telling people while we're, in the interim, we were just saying that I was saying you're a millennial dad cook and
Yeah.
you are really good because all your recipes are taste test approved. So you have to please the whole family and
Yeah. You gotta please Emerson. If you don't please Emerson, then
yeah.
my 3-year-old is the most important one. So.
Yeah. Cool. So, yes, let's start by Simple Cooking Show with Connor.cooks. Give him a follow. If you like family-friendly food and just food tips in general, you have some great ones. And yeah, let's talk about why quesadillas, Connor. Why did you?
Quesadillas, because they're just a staple in our family. Like I said, I have a 3-year-old, so quesadillas are kind of a go-to. Usually when I ask Emerson what he wants for lunch, it's a quesadilla. So
Oh, really?
I end up making, or Amanda loves them too, so I end up making like quesadillas every day.
Yeah.
So it's really easy. We always keep cheese on hand. We always have tortillas. So it's really easy to throw together. You get your little protein.
Yeah.
You get your quick fix of a meal too.
Yeah, so I have to ask, a few episodes back, you had a 5-pound.
I lost my audio. Oh no.
Oh,
I can't hear you anymore.
okay. All right.
Somebody called me, and so I clicked it away, and now I can't hear you.
Okay, well, we can hear you, but
All right, I think I'm gonna go out and then rejoin. Sorry, Joe.
okay. All right. We're just building up the whole the suspense here of the quesadilla, so stick with us. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Connor's coming back.
All right, we're back.
Okay. Are we good?
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to ask, you said that, well, a couple episodes back that we did together, you had a 5-pound block of cheddar cheese.
Yes.
Have you gone through it all?
We have, yeah. It took about
Really?
2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this time we diversified. So we have a mild cheddar and a sharp cheddar. They're only 2-pound blocks. So, but
Oh my gosh.
we generally
Okay.
have pounds of cheese in our refrigerator.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to ask first, what is Emerson's favorite quesadilla combo? Or
He's
does
just
he
a cheese
the
quesadilla
plain?
kind of person.
Just the, okay. Just
Yeah,
the
and
plain.
Amanda really is too, unless we have goat cheese, and then she likes the
Oh,
stringy cheese with the goat cheese. Which I
wow.
don't have that today. I just have mozzarella and cheddar, so it'll be like a really cheese pulley kind of. Oh, we have
Okay.
goat cheese, but I guess I could probably throw that in and show you guys how I kind of soften that, and then you can kind of spread it in the
Oh,
tortilla because it's not gonna melt because
yeah.
soft cheese doesn't melt like a cheddar or a mozzarella will. So you kind of have
Okay.
to soften it and then spread it. So I'll show you how to do that too. I'll
Nice.
show you what else I have
Yeah.
ingredient wise.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna do some quick red bell peppers in the pan,
Beautiful.
white onion in the pan. Kind of soften those up, but I'll just do those while I'm cooking my quesadilla. I have some
Okay.
jalapeno too, same idea. A little cilantro, and then I've got some pickled
Beautiful.
cabbage. That's cabbage. Uh,
Yeah, that's like your
so
phrase now.
I don't know where it came from. I feel like I heard it somewhere, and then I just really like it, and I don't know why. That's
I
cabbage. It's
like
just fun.
you have a few taglines like let me show
Let me show
let
you
me
how to
show,
make this. Or
yeah,
cook
I like
this.
that
Yeah,
one.
it changes every time I say it a little bit differently.
I
Like
like it. I
bam,
like it.
emerald or something.
Yeah. No, it's great. Okay, well,
How about you? What are
I'll
you
show
doing with
you
your
like
quesadilla in there?
I'm gonna do my own little riff, but I have some I made some like chicken enchiladas the other day, but I just have extra chicken, so
Yes.
I'll show you what's happening here. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
Some shredded
fantastic.
chicken.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to do this very well. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I got it's a little messy and it's coffee and
That's great.
avocado, little lemon, and lettuce from the garden for a little salad. These are
Great.
just some extra, like from the enchiladas night. It's onions mixed with some feta cheese, which
Mm,
goes in with the chicken enchiladas, but I didn't finish it. And then cherry tomatoes, and then the chicken will go in there. And some, I have thick cut mozzarella, but it's better that you have the block. You're shredding it fresh. So, and of
yeah.
course, tortillas. Those are my choice of
Yeah.
flour.
I have the same exact
My
ones.
favorite. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
are really, really good.
So that is my little
Nice.
ingredient, and then I'll prop it up back here. Okay. And also, I wanted to, well, actually, while we're cooking, I can bring it up, but we'll get started cooking
Okay.
away. So,
So I am going to adjust. Whoop.
okay. Yeah, I like your shots, the
Oh,
little
thank
bird's eye, bird's eye view.
you. Can get it in there without making you guys all sick. Uh, yeah, I just have to
Okay.
be careful if I'm if I do my smash burgers, I have to be careful, otherwise the screen ends up covered in grease.
Oh, yeah. I mean, also, you don't want to like fry your phone or something.
That is definitely true. It's up on my microwave, so it's got
Oh,
some
good.
chance.
Okay. Yeah, great shot. Pan's
Thank you.
ready to
First thing I do
go.
is I'm gonna heat my pan on medium for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Or a minute. Just warm it up.
Just to warm it up. Okay, got mine. So this is a nonstick. You're not using you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
using
using
your
nonstick.
go-to cast iron.
Yeah, cast iron. I did the other day. I usually do nonstick. Nonstick, I find, has a better heat distribution for um, quesadillas because cast iron
Okay.
gets really hot and it stays really hot. So if you get it really hot, then your quesadillas go really, really fast and it's hard to not burn them. So I like the
Mm,
nonstick, nice and
okay.
simple and easy.
All right. Nonstick for the win for this one. Okay. So a medium heat and
Medium
nothing in
heat.
the pan. Right.
I have nothing in the pan so far. That's correct. Just
Nice.
heating up my pan. You can see I've got some flame going.
Okay.
Just trying to get my pan up to temperature so that when I throw that tortilla on, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Like it. All right. I'm gonna warm this up here. Get my tortillas. So you always use flour for these. I mean, there's also corn tortillas, but
Yeah,
for a
that would be
meal,
technically a corn tortilla would be a mulita. And you know what? I hate to say this, but we really prefer flour tortillas. So we
I
pretty much
know.
only have flour in our house at any given time. If I
Yeah.
have corn tortillas, I want them to be like super fresh, and that doesn't really work too well in the quarantine. So
Yeah. Yeah, the corn tortillas are good for tacos, I find
yeah,
like, but for a meal like the quesadillas, like the classic, I feel like is with flour. Don't quote
Definitely.
me on that, but
I feel the
it
same
goes,
way.
yeah.
All right, now I'm
Okay.
gonna just throw my tortilla on there. I'm gonna get that warmed up a little bit. I want the side facing down to get a little bit of toastiness on it, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
flip it, and then I'll put my cheese down.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. In the meantime, I wanted to just say all the shows that we've done because this is now the fifth show, Connor.
That's crazy.
Uh,
We're
yeah.
prolific.
So I wrote a list. It all started with the Dutch baby.
That's right. I
And
just
that
made
was,
that this weekend for
oh
Amanda.
yeah,
She
I saw
requested one.
that. That's such a
Just real
good
quick, I'm
one.
gonna throw my veggies in too, just
Oh
to get
yeah.
them going.
Okay.
All right, go
Oh, that's
ahead.
nice. Maybe I'll put some of these onions in here because they were raw.
Mmm,
Okay.
those are
I
good.
like that idea.
All right, now I feel my
Okay.
tortillas getting a little bit softer. You can kind of feel it if you touch it. Be careful, don't burn yourself. But then I'm
Okay.
just gonna flip it over. You can see there's a little bit of browning going on. That's great.
Okay.
Once I flip it, I'm immediately gonna throw my cheese in,
Okay.
just right on
And
top.
I'm using mozzarella. You can talk to us a little bit about the cheese pull that you're so
Yeah,
famous
so
for.
mozzarella, cheddar, those kind of cheeses melt really well. So they get really stringy and cheesy, like pull when you, I don't know, what am I trying to say? They cheese pull really well. So um, they're really good for quesadillas because they melt really well.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna do that. Amanda loves goat cheese in her, so I'm gonna make this one for her.
Oh.
But I'm gonna leave out all of the other stuff for her because she doesn't want the jalapenos and onions.
Yeah. But it looks beautiful like that. I like that.
Yeah. So what I do, I'm just gonna cut off, put it straight into the pan,
Oh, okay.
and
Interesting.
I generally don't recommend using your knife right on your pan, but for the show.
Oh, so you're gonna soften it a little bit
Yeah.
in the
I'm gonna
pan.
soften it, and then this is already starting to soften a little bit. You can just use a spatula, and
Oh,
you can kind of like just paint it
oh,
in
cool.
almost. Try
It's
to get
like a
that out.
gourmet quesadilla right there. Okay.
Gotta keep it gourmet for Amanda. She's
What's one
a
of the craziest quesadilla combos you've done?
oh I've done like stir fry quesadillas where I just put in leftover stir fry,
Oh,
pasta quesadilla like spaghetti pasta.
what?
Yeah, you can do
Spaghetti
that. You
in
can
the
put anything.
quesadilla?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's
Yeah,
looking
anything
nice
you can
and
put in a sandwich, you can put in a quesadilla. I think
all
that
right.
that holds true. All right, now I'm gonna just close it up.
Okay. I think I'm gonna put a little chicken in mine. Okay, I got some shredded chicken here, already cooked. It's important everything's like already cooked, that
Yeah,
you
it's
put
definitely a prep
inside.
meal.
What's that?
It's definitely like a prep meal. Like have everything
Yeah.
prepped, and then you can cook really fast.
Right over here. All right, like that. It's nice. Okay. Well, the other shows also, which are all in our post, was the first was Dutch Baby, then the grilled cheese and tomato soup. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that feels like yesterday.
I know. Well, it's been like a month and counting
It's
since.
crazy.
Then the smash burgers, which is great, and last week shrimp scampi with beer, which I really love that one. All of them, but they're they're a lot of fun. You're
It's been
so
super fun. Thank you
efficient.
so much for having me on.
No, it's been great. It's been a highlight for me.
All right, you want to see a
Thank
really
you.
cool trick? You just put your
Yeah.
cheese right down on the pan.
Ooh, okay.
I'm actually just gonna pull this right back onto it.
Oh, I like that. So did you turn it up a little bit? Like
it's still on medium.
medium, okay. Okay, I like that little trick there.
And then you'll have like a fun little cheese shell on the outside in case you need more cheese.
Well, it is like the chef's secrets are like a play on textures. So that's exactly what you're doing is like creating a crunch.
Yeah.
And then the soft is nice and gooey and soft inside. I mean, the inside is soft. So,
making me hungry,
textures. Joe. That's my job. If I can.
All right, yeah, it's starting to.
Nice. Okay.
Starting to peel. I'm gonna give it maybe like 30 more seconds. Get this a little bit more crunched up.
Okay. I'm gonna get my spatula here.
All right, that's what that will look like.
Oh, wow.
Burnt cheese.
I love that. That should be your signature right there.
I'm trying not to kill myself of a heart attack quite yet.
Oh, well, yeah.
But you know, every once in a while, it's a treat. Yeah, you know, I end up making a ton of these for Amanda, but I don't need a ton of them myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Just because you're trying to watch your intake of cheese?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. All right. I'm going to make another one for Emerson.
Okay.
So I'll do one for him real quick.
Okay. And so, do you always, tell us a little bit about that. Did you pickle your cabbage?
I did pickle the cabbage. Yeah, let me show you that. Let me take this off the
Yeah.
That looks done. Pan.
Did he just say he makes spaghetti sandwiches? Spaghetti quesadillas, yeah. And
I did say that, yeah.
Dorothy said, did he mean sauce? I don't know.
Sauce?
Like the sauce from the spaghetti? I don't think so.
Yeah, you can use meat sauce. Spaghetti. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. But do you actually put the pasta in the quesadilla?
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Oh yeah. All right, so this is my pickled cabbage. Basically, what do I do with this one? I like put them in like a pot, and then I simmer it with vinegar and water and bay leaf.
Oh.
Some salt.
Wow.
You can also do like jalapeno, cilantro, thyme, basil. You can basically do whatever flavor profile you like. You can pickle with. And so I simmered those for about, I want to say 6-7 minutes.
Okay.
And then pulled them off, cooled them down, and then once you do that, they're basically already ready to eat. And then you can store them and have them for long, long time, weeks, months, probably even.
So could you repeat that again? You put water, bay leaf.
Vinegar is the most important to pickle. You need the vinegar. Yeah. I use a lot of rice wine vinegar and white wine. Those are my preferred vinegars.
Okay.
And then in a saucepan, you would simmer it with water, vinegar, bay leaf, salt, any herbs that you want to use.
No sugar.
For like 6-7 minutes, and then it's ready. It's done. You just pull it off the heat, cool it down.
Wow. Okay. And I've seen some recipes where they boil the liquid first and then just pour it over the veggies, but you're saying to boil it, everything together. That's
how I do it, but I think the other way would work too. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think there's a right or wrong way necessarily. It's just important to have the vinegar because that's what pickles. And then anything else you want to do, any technique you want to use, I think is all personal preference. It might turn out a little bit different than doing it a different way, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah.
No, you're really
like kind of go with the flow.
With that's the other thing about, the book Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, but basically what you're doing is you have the cheese, which is very fatty and creamy, and then the
Hmm.
acid that comes from the pickled cabbage is such a good combination
Balance.
of like cleaning your palate after
Yeah,
the
definitely.
cheese and just like this kind of fiesta happening in your mouth, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think about that book a lot, actually. I read the book, but I've seen her documentary, and I think about
Yeah.
trying to balance my meals with all of those
Yeah.
um, different ingredients, I
Components.
guess.
Yeah, I think also like texture is a good thing to keep in mind too. Like something soft, something crunchy. You always want uh, to keep the textures like at play there too. The contrasts, the
Yeah,
contrast.
definitely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Texture is so important.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. No, Connor's not my cousin, but I know people have been like, "How many cousins do you have?"
We're
He's
like
my very good
we're like
friend.
not blood cousins, through Amanda.
Yeah,
Yeah. If Amanda was your sister, then
yeah, pretty much.
then we
So,
would be related, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we're getting it crazy. All right.
okay. Oh, I like
So
that.
the one with the burnt cheese,
Wow, beautiful. Okay.
and then that's the regular. And then these I'm just gonna nibble on myself because I don't think my family wants them. But you could just like throw
This
this right
one.
on top, make it look pretty. I've got some cilantro you
Oh,
can throw right on
nice.
top too.
Okay. My onions here. Um, wow, this is nice. It dresses up the whole thing where from like a lowly quesadilla
Yeah.
to
Seriously, if you just add
something.
green,
Yeah, no, your
just do
colors are
that.
great. Green,
And it's really
red,
pretty.
like some pico de gallo or guacamole would be a great dip for this.
Definitely.
Like if you don't have time to do the pickled cabbage, you can make a quick pico de gallo
Mm.
with just tomatoes, onions, chili, cilantro, and some lime juice. Ooh, nice. Wow, yeah, your colors are awesome there. Really nice. Okay. And it's super healthy too to get like you're for sure getting the variety of nutrients when you eat all the different colors of the rainbow for your veggies.
Definitely.
Green, purple, red. So that looks so good. Wow.
Mm.
Now the hardest part is waiting
It is really hard. But
because it's
thankfully
so
this is for
hot.
Emerson and he doesn't know it's ready yet, so
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take a couple pictures and then like pull all of this off. And then I'm just gonna give him the
That's great.
do it for the gram.
I love that little trick about the crisping of the cheese on top.
Oh
That's
yeah.
so cool.
And you can
Love
actually
it.
make tortillas out of that if you want like actually just like
Oh, like gluten-free tortillas.
you can make gluten-free tortillas. Yeah, exactly. Just made out of
Wow.
cheese. And you'll see that queso taco is kind of a thing that's trendy-ish nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Gary's saying hopefully just in time for the Connor bite. I don't
Oh, the
know if you're
Connor
gonna
bite?
take a bite. You want to take a picture first?
Yeah, I'll
You're
take a
trying to take
bite.
a
I'll take a
picture
bite.
first.
This is really for Amanda, but I'll eat some of hers. She'll forgive me.
Oh. Okay, then I have
All
to
right.
take a bite too.
Gary, you're just in time. I'm gonna
Okay, let's go for it. Let's see the
put some cabbage
cheesecake.
on there.
Oh,
All right.
some onions and lime.
There we go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, Joe. Mm,
Mm.
mm. So cheesy.
It's so good every time. I mean,
You really can't go wrong with a extra cheesy quesadilla. So
mhm.
hopefully you all learned something and can make your
Yeah.
own exceptionally good quesadilla.
Yeah, no, I learned a lot from you, Connor. Really.
Oh, well, thank you. I learn a ton from you every day, so I appreciate all of your your videos and instruction and knowledge that you are dropping on
No,
us every day.
same to you, because I'm not like a huge meat cook, so you teach me a lot on the meat side of the culinary
Yeah.
thing.
And you
And
teach me a lot
so,
on the like intricacies of bread and vegetables and history of food. So,
how's the bread coming along? Is it
oh my
improving?
goodness. Okay, so getting into that, I did
Uh-huh.
one of the pan breads today because I was feeding it,
Oh,
and I did it
uh-huh.
right before we came on, and it came out here.
Oh,
This is
you
what's
had
left
it.
over of it.
Oh,
Came out really
wow.
good, like
That's
nice and
from
crispy.
the leftover starter. Or
Correct.
like
That I
the,
was the discard or whatever you would call it. Yeah.
yeah.
So I threw that in the
Wow.
pan,
Uh-huh.
and I threw some mozzarella because cheese and me, and
Yeah.
I've got some cilantro and I guess a jalapeno
Ooh.
fell in there, but yeah,
Ooh.
it's
Like a
super good. So
flatbread.
next week I think we should do pan bread pizzas.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'll have to keep some of my starter and then we can
Yeah,
fry it
yeah. I'm
up.
thinking maybe I'll
Okay.
just do like an extra big feeding so that I have extra starter that I can just throw in the
Yeah.
pan. And
That sounds great.
yeah, it's super fun. I did this and I was like, that would be a really easy pizza idea for
Yeah. And
people.
everybody's like got their starter now going, so they're
I
like,
know it's the thing. It's the thing.
yeah,
Everybody's
it's
got
the
one. Not
thing.
everybody. I was reading an article where people are like boycotting starters. They're like, I'm not doing a starter because they are kind of a pain in the
What?
butt. I do have to say
Yeah,
it. Not
it
easy to
is.
take care of your starter,
I
but it's
know.
worth it.
It is, and it just gets easier. It really does. Is it like develops more of its own kind of
Thing.
atmosphere. You don't have to like baby it as much. So just
Yeah.
stick with it.
Oh, I will. I will. I have
Yeah.
3 starters going actually.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah,
But
I
when
have.
I see you, I'll give you like a tablespoon of mine, and then it
Ooh,
will help you
definitely
maybe
help
like
mature the
jumpstart.
younger starters. Yeah, I'll be like a big
Yeah.
brother. Awesome.
Yeah. So,
Whenever that is.
I know.
We need to invent
But
something where we can just like put it into the phone and
yeah,
then
like
take it
here.
out. Yeah, here you go,
Here.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It'll be coming. This will be a joke in like 50 years or something.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when we
Yeah.
were in our early 30s.
Yeah. But before we go, I want to you always have something coming up on your stories. What are you making today?
Oh, I'm not making anything today, actually. We are going to
Wow.
be ordering sushi. So,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, we try to order out local once a week. Last
Oh,
week we actually
good.
didn't order. We didn't get anything. So this week we're going a little bit early. We're doing it on Thursday. We're doing
Uh-huh.
sushi. And I
Nice.
might try to get a starter going, but I don't know if any of my starters are floaty enough. It's just take
Oh. Well,
play that by ear.
one thing
How about
good is
yourself?
the weather is very warm, so your
Oh yeah,
starters will like that. Yeah, you might have to feed it more often because it will kind of go up faster in this warm weather here.
right. Yeah, I
But
was thankful for that because last week or earlier in the week it was 65 degrees in my kitchen, so that was too
yeah.
cold.
Oh gosh.
Now it's like up in the 70s, I think. Let's see. My scale has
Okay.
a
Well, that's like
73.
optimal temperature. Like 78 to 80 for, bread and starter is like what they like. So
Okay.
it'll
Yeah, I've been
be,
keeping them in my microwave, which I use as my bread box anyway.
oh,
And I think that's
yeah.
been helpful. It's definitely been, I'll be throwing up some photos of them in a little
Ooh.
bit, but they all have crazy yeast cultures going on top of them
Oh,
before
okay.
I scooped it out and then made that pan bread.
Yeah.
It's like a layer of just fuzzy yeast. It's definitely they're going wild. They're going crazy. So I think they'll be really good. They just
If
need
you
more time.
can get your hands on any other kind of flour, like whole wheat or buckwheat,
Ooh,
or that will all probably like even
help.
increase the activity. So
Yeah, because it'd be introducing new yeast.
yeah, and like wheat flour is more active already. It's just like
Okay.
it has more of all the
More biome or whatever.
yeah, they
Yeast.
didn't strip everything away from it. Like so if you can get your hands on it, try that maybe.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
tip. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Well, Connor, that was the Simple Cooking Show Quesadillas edition. Now I have to take a picture and enjoy
Yes,
this. Looks great, and you have to feed your family. So
I do. So, all right, thank you, Joe. I really appreciate it.
thank
So
you
much
so much,
fun.
Connor.
Yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit more about the pan bread pizzas for next week,
Yeah,
but I think that'll be a cool idea.
yeah, cool. Thank you so much, and
All right.
thanks everybody for watching, for tuning
Thanks
in.
for tuning in. See you guys
Okay,
next week.
see you.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Connor.